Okay, so last year, I think last June, I filmed all my top Pokemon and kind of explained my use for them and, why did I power them up. So it's changed quite a bit since then. Then I was level 44, about halfway to 45, and now I'm 50, not very far. Like, I haven't done that much since I got to 50, but still a pretty big change. So my top Pokemon here is my level 50 Mewtwo, 98% IV. Unfortunately, this thing is not double moved. It would be great if I could give it Shadow Ball, except that I have better Dark and Ghost types, so maybe I don't need to do that. And then I just got this during Hoenn Tour earlier this year in February. Hundo, level 50, Precipice Blades, gets up to 6600 when I do Primal Reversion. This thing's really good. Ground is tied with Fighting for super effectivity. It's the most types at 5, so I get a lot of use out of this. Reshiram, I think I had this last time as well. Level 50 Hundo. Unfortunately, doesn't have that Legacy Fusion Flare. It is a pretty big jump. It's 7%, but I don't want to use it just because my fire team's really good, so I think I would rather use an elite TM on something where I don't have as good of a team. I just recently did this one. It's a 15-15-14, so I don't know if this is a functional hundo or not, but whatever the case is, it's very good. Again, no, this one, I probably should elite TM this one sometime because my electric team really isn't great. But it also doesn't have nearly as large of a boost with the legacy move as Reshiram. Okay, this is my one level 50 Garchomp. As you can see, I have 199 XL candy. I'm currently walking another one so I can max it out too. Hundo, Earth Power. I don't use this thing as much as I used to because since Shadow Mamoswine got access to high horsepower, it's better. And also Shadow Garchomp is a thing now, which I don't have a good Shadow Gibble yet, but whenever I get one Shadow Gibble, this will be kicked out of my ground team, because then I can use Groudon, 4 Shadow Mamoswine, 1 Shadow Garchomp. This I just recently maxed out, Air Slash Dragon Ascent. It's really good. I haven't really gotten the chance to use it yet. It's too bad that Kartana is dual type steel, because otherwise it would be really good in those raids. But top flying type attacker gets to 6400. Couldn't get a hundo, unfortunately. As you can see, I've only rated 68, so not that much. This might have been my first level 50 Pokemon ever. Good dragon type attacker. Rayquaza is a little bit better, but I'll use both of them because I don't have a full team of shadows yet. Unfortunately, most of my Dratini and Bagon have been pretty bad. I recently maxed this 15 attack, 15, 12, 11, so I'm currently using this as a rock type. I don't know if I should keep it like that because since it got access to Brutal Swing, it's also the top dark attacker, so I could instead just do a full team of Rampardos because I have a lot of good Cranidos and plenty of Candy. But I'm gonna keep it at rock for now, and if I ever really need dark types for some reason, I can change it. This is easily my best dragon type, one of my best Pokemon in general. Dragon Tail Outrage, Shadow Salamence, 14, 14, 13. I actually caught this over a year ago, but I didn't max it out until just like maybe 4 months ago. This is like my least favorite Pokemon in my top 12. 96% purified Mewtwo. I did this in July 2020 because I thought, like, since it would be cheaper, it would be worth losing the shadow bonus, but obviously that's not true. But at least we got Shadow Mewtwo in raids recently, so I have plenty now. This is just a shiny Mewtwo I powered up a while ago. Nothing crazy, 15, 14, 11, but still does well with Psystrike. Another normal 14, 14, 12. I kind of wish this guy had 15 attack. Right now I'm running Shadow Ball on it, but I don't think that's worth it, since really, like, Ghost and Dark types have gotten a lot better in the last couple years, so I think I probably should be using Psystrike on it instead, because I don't have a full Psychic team. I actually just powered this one up yesterday. This is the best Shadow Mewtwo I got from the raids. I couldn't get a shiny, unfortunately, but I got this one really good, 15, 10, 14. I haven't Elite Tamed it yet, but whenever there's a raid that needs Psychic types, I definitely will. This is the best Kyogre I got from Hoenn Tour. I only have 115 Exo candies, so I didn't really raid Kyogre very much. I've done 47. So I didn't get a hundo, and I couldn't max that out either, but maybe the next time it comes around. I tried to do a lot more Primal Kyogre than Groudon in the recent GoFest Global event, though, so I got a little bit extra. This one I actually got from a lucky trade. No, not unfavorite. 13, 15, 15. Doesn't have 15 attack, which is too bad, but I'll take it. It's worth 40 maxing. I had like just a massive excess of candy after Hoenn Tour was done because I rated a lot. I did 85 Groudon in total, so couldn't max this one out, and honestly I probably wouldn't even if I could, because I have a 98 with 15 attack instead. This is just a random lucky. I don't think I should have ever powered this one up. It's only 12 attack. Pretty bad. I don't really know why I did that. Let's see. This is my second ever Shadow Mewtwo from 2020, from when it was only available from Giovanni, so I powered it up just because, and I double Legacy, so Shadow Ball Psystrike, this thing gets a lot of use for both Psychic and Ghost Dark types, because Ghost and Dark are super effective against the same types. It only has 7 attack, but, you know, it's a Shadow Mewtwo. This one I got during GoFest 2021. This is before I got my hundo, so this was the best one I had at the time, and it's still really good. So 15, 14, 15 just has Overheat, but still one of my better fire type attackers. This is a pretty bad IV Lucky, 13, 13, 12, but I powered it up just because it's cheap and I have so much XL candy UC, so I had over 2,000 at one point. So I can basically do whatever I want with Hydreigon, and it doesn't matter because I can always power another up. And it has Brutal Swing, yeah, so. Reshiram, 15, 13, 15 shiny, so I think I might have another 98, but I thought I might as well power up one shiny just because it looks cool. Again, just Overheat. I don't have any powered up that have Fusion Flare. Another Reshiram, not the best. Just got this from a lucky trade. I think, yeah, lucky trade. 14 attack, Overheat. I'll use it though. Again, lucky Zekrom, 14 attack. I powered it up just because I like to save Stardust, as you could tell from my 10 million Stardust, which is a little bit overkill, but I like it. This was, so in 2020, I missed Zekrom raids. I think I was out of town or something, so before I left, I went and did one raid hour, and this is the best thing I caught from the raid hour, and since I think Zekrom was it might have been the best electric type attacker back then, or at least the best that I had, because I didn't have a Shadow Electabuzz or Shadow, what's it called? Magnemite? Why couldn't I think of that name? This was the best I had, so I maxed it out. It's not great, but it works. This is the one that I'm walking right now. Another hundo. It's double moved, because at one point when I used to do PvP a lot, I used this in PvP. Another one, 15, 15, 14, Earth Power. Another one, 14, 14, 14, shiny Earth Power. None of these get used anymore, which is too bad because I spent a lot of Stardust on them, but you know, it's fine. Circuitry is, I think, currently the best. Shadow Raikou might be better, but I don't have one. So Thundershock Discharge, I think you could use Spark as well and it would be about equal, but I kind of prefer Thundershock. This is a functional hundo, so 15, 15, 14. Couldn't get a hundo because I've only done 18 raids, but I'm still happy with it. This, I don't really know why I ever powered this up. 13, 15, 15 Landorus, it's not bad, but I think even at the time that I caught this and powered it up, it wasn't the best ground type attacker. I think Garchomp has always been better. Or, no, actually, never mind. Gible Community Day was 2 months after that, so. This is like, I hate this thing. 0-star, 848, shiny Slacking, 3850, not even powered up. And it maxes out so low, 4146. Yeah, I don't know why I still have this. I should either transfer it or trade it away sometime. This is the one I use it for Dragon and Psychic Mega, so it's not very good in raids. Well, it's fairly good as a Mega, but just like this, it's fine. So I was only like level 32 during original Larvitar Community Day, and so this is the best one I got because I couldn't play that hard, so I powered it up. It's not bad. 15, 15, 8, it's okay. I did eventually TM Smackdown off of it when it got Brittle Swing because I think I would just rather have this Dark Attacker. I got this in November 2020, so I didn't really have another good Rayquaza at the time. I'm not sure if Shadow Dratini and Bagon were a thing back then, so this might have been the best Dragon type at that point. Okay, I decided I'm only going to go for my level 40 plus tag now because around this point it starts to get to be a lot of not level 40 Pokemon that I don't really use at all, and that's not the point of this. So I Metagross, 14, 14, 12. This is actually my only steel type attacker basically. I have a few at like level 30, but this is my only level 40 plus Metagross. This one, I don't know why I ever powered this up. 13, 13, 14, really bad IV lucky, got it from a trade. Oh, it looks like I've used it for PvP before, but I don't really do PvP anymore, and this thing is not good in raids. I don't use this that much anymore either because I have better rock types, but it's still pretty good. Smackdown Rock Wrecker, a little bit better than a Tyranitar, a little bit worse than a Rampardos. I don't actually know if this is currently in my Dark Ghost team, but it's good. It performs well. Snarl Shadow Ball. This is just another Rhyperior, not good. 14 attack, but that's fine. Rock Wrecker. So this one, I caught it in 2021. This is actually still my highest IV, Shadow Dratini, which is kind of sad because it's not good. Yeah, so I could technically level 50 it. I have plenty of XL Candy, but I don't think it's worth it because this thing has really not great IVs, but it still performs well. This thing, bad IVs, but 15 attack, so I'm happy about it. I got this in 2020. This was my best Shadow Larvitar for a while. Now I've gotten multiple that are better, but I also could level 50 it, but I don't think that's worth it. I'm running Brittle Swing on it right now, and I think that's probably the right choice because Rampardos can do well in Rock type. Melmetal used to do a lot of PvP. Again, this is the best one I got. I don't do melt-in boxes very often. I've only seen 416. Oh, I love this thing. This is my first ever Shundo. I got it actually level 37, so pretty early on. And I still have only done like 900 and something raids. So the odds of me having a Shundo from a raid at this point are very low. Oh, and it also has Sky Attack Legacy, which is pretty cool, but Moltres, non-Shadow Moltres is not great at this point. This is maybe my rarest Pokemon, Hundo Shadow Machamp. I love this thing. Dynamic Punch, got it about a year ago. This is one of my most used Pokemon. It's really good. I love it. This thing, I don't know why I powered this up. I traded this for, I don't know, it was like a really bad trade, I remember, like a Rayquaza or something like that. And it went lucky. I don't know, guess it doesn't matter because I have plenty of XL and normal candy. Shadow Mamoswine. Oh, here comes all my Shadow Mamoswines. So I think, oh, never mind. So I actually have 6 Mamoswines powered up. You can see I had to scroll through a few other to get there, but they're all powered to Star Avalanche. I'll change them all to high horsepower when I need it, but usually they stay Avalanche. This is my Shadow Moltres. I actually had a 93 that somehow I accidentally transferred, so I don't know how that happens, but it's too bad. Good thing Reshiram is good as well, and I have 4 of those at 40, so. But this is still in my fire team. It's very good. I have 2 normal Mamoswines here. Neither of them are great IV. 13 and 12 attack, so, but I still use these in my ice team sometimes if I need something a little bulkier than a Shadow Weavile or Darmanitan. Togekiss, again, used to PvP a lot. This was my best one, even though it's really bad. This is the Rampardos I have powered up for Rock. Nothing special about it, 14 attack lucky. Chandelure that I alternate between Ghost and Fire, but usually it's on Fire type because I have a lot of better Ghost and Dark types. This one's a cool one. Snorlax has always been one of my favorite Pokemon, as I think it is for a lot of people. And I randomly caught this Hundo during my first Go Fest, which was 2020 Global Go Fest. Double moved it 40. Unfortunately, don't have the XL candy to fully max it, but whenever I do, I'd love to do that because I love Snorlax. Another Rampardos, pretty bad IV, but it works. Excadrill, this is March 2021. Excadrill was like a very top tier ground attacker. It's not really as much anymore, but since it's double moved with Mudshot, it does really well in rocket battles, so I still use this thing despite it having bad IV. This terrible IV, 10, 14, 13. Caught this in July 2020. That was Go Fest. This was the best Litwick I had, and like with that Excadrill at this point, Chandelure was one of the best Ghost and Fire attackers. It's still pretty good, but it's like maybe 9th or 10th place now, and it was like 2nd or 3rd place back then. So even though it had bad IVs, I thought it would be worth it to power it up. This is pretty good. I hatched this Pokemon Go Fest 2021. Ice Fang Avalanche. I sometimes use this thing in my Ice type team. I could max it out at some point, but I don't quite have the XL candy. This is the one I use for Mega. I do have 2 Hundos, I think, but I would rather use a Lucky because, you know, it has 15 attack. There's no real reason to use the Hundo. It saves so much Stardust powering up a Lucky. So I can't quite max this out yet. I've powered it up a little bit past 40. I think it's 46 or something like that, but I still need some candy to max it out. This was back when Electivire, I don't know why I did this actually, because Shadow Electivire existed at this point. But yeah, I got this in a trade, 15 attack, not bad. I think I still use it because my electric type team is really bad. Couple of Machamps both here. both 89s, 15 attack. I don't really use these anymore, because I have Shadow Machamp, Lucario, Conkeldurr, but it's pretty good still. This is my Hundo Swampert. I haven't gotten this to max level yet, and I don't know if I really need to be honest, but it's good. Swampert's one of my favorite Pokemon. I powered this to level 41 for some reason, so I don't know. I don't really like when I don't power things all the way to 50. Like, I like to either keep things at 40 or 50. So at some point I'll do that, but I don't want to spend the dust right now because I like to stay above 10 million. These are, hold on, two of my other Shadow Machamps. Not the best IVs, as you can see that last one has bad attack, but they work because I've had really bad luck other than that Hundo with Shadow Machamp. This is also something that sometimes goes in my Ice team. Pretty good IV. 13, 14, 14. I like this thing. I can use it for Ice or Dark. I think Shadow Weavile is one of the best Pokemon in the game, but it's very, very frail, so it's kind of risky. This is from when Roserade was like the best grass attacker. Nowadays it's just like Mega Sceptile, Kartana, don't use anything else. So it means my grass type team is really bad now because I haven't found a good enough Kartana to power up. Let alone 6 or 5, I guess, because Sceptile. This is the only Shadow Swampert I have powered up, but it's really good. You can use this for water or ground, but I think water's better because I have good ground types anyway. I use it for rockets a lot. It's much more of a rocket Pokemon than it is a raid Pokemon because water, it's just not the most useful type in raids. This is my Mega Charizard. I think it's max level, so I can do 44, 33, pretty high CP, and has like 300 attack or something like that. Has Blast Burn. This is my top fire type, although I don't do that much anymore. This is just something I decided to power up. Waterfall Hydro Cannon, not bad, but like not a top water type attacker either. This is my one Lucario that's maxed out. I have some others that are like 22, 2300, I think, but this is my only really good one. 15 attack, not a Hundo, unfortunately, but good enough. Counter Aura Sphere. I'd love to max one of them out at some point, but again, I don't have the Candy XL. This is one from when I guess everything from here on out is going to be PvP stuff, 98% Greedent. I don't know why I powered this one up, because it's not very good PvP IV. But I love Greedent in Ultra League, even though I don't really play Ultra League anymore. This is, it's not the best. I have a Hundo, but I opted to power up the Lucky instead. 2459, as you can see, it's pretty good. This one I actually originally powered up for Ultra League, as you can see from the name, but now I tend to use it in Rockets, and it's probably one of my most used Rocket Pokemon because the counter and power up punch combo is just so good. You can power up punch 3 or 4 times, and then whatever is in the back, foul play it, and it's basically just dead. I think, like, even though its CP is a lot lower than like a Shadow Machamp, it's, in my opinion, more useful for rocket fights. And then Abomasnow, not very good, but I got this shiny from a raid, and I was kind of excited in 2020, so I just immediately maxed it out. I even XL'd it a little bit. I think it's like level 44. Yeah. Good if I ever want nice type Mega, but my Ice team's so good already that I don't ever do that. Bastiodon, 1500 CP. Not very good PvP IV, but I love this thing in PvP, even though I don't really play anymore. Sableye, Shadowclad Return, Foul Play. This was before, so I powered this up before, oh, never mind. What? Why did I do that? I thought I powered this up before the XL Candy update, so I chose to use this one. But it turns out that I powered this one after because it's from 2021. So I just made a bad decision and powered one up that's high IV instead of PvP IV. Lickitung, it's fine. I don't even have it powered up all the way. I can't even power it up all the way to 1500, but I like the moveset. It's a good Pokemon. This I just did for fun. A little Wobbuffet to use in, like, rockets and PvP if I ever want a Wobbuffet for some reason. And I think that's all. So yeah, that's my full collection. I post my top 12 and stuff to a lot of Discord servers, but I never really show my full collection, so I'd like to save that somewhere so that I can see it, and anyone else who sees this, although I bet it'll just be me. And maybe in like a year I'll do another